What happened today, guys? Because obviously, I'm sure the series didn't go the way you wanted it to. So I don't know what you all attribute it to. Maybe we can throw it to Bjergsen, since I'm sure I need a target to one person to ask.
We lost. They
We
killed our
lost.
Nexus 3 times. I mean, I think they just played and prepared better than we did today. I think they were a little bit more clutch in some moments. A lot of the games really came down to just certain fights, certain rounds on Dragon, or the final game, really the fights around Bottom River. And I think they were really close, and they just came out ahead more often than we did.
Hey guys, my question is for Spica. Spica initially, Armeo subbing in for Santorin initially looked like an advantage for TSM, given that Santorin is objectively the better player from an individual standpoint. But do you feel like maybe the lack of familiarity? You obviously haven't played against Armeo since the lock-in. Do you think that was a factor in today's problems?
Not really. I think I'm really familiar with his playstyle. I think the main problem is just that this jungle meta is just, it's just 4 champs that's really viable. So almost, champs can really only do one path, which is full clear, and he's pretty good at that. And I think we just play worse as a team, and that's why we lost.
All right, let's go to Jay Silver next.
Hi, everyone. So my question is for Sword Art. Sword Art, this is your first split in the LCS, and now that the split is concluded, do you think you met your personal goals in NA for the season? If so, what do you still wish to accomplish?
No, you can just talk.
Just talk.
I think, today I'm really sorry for my teammate because today I performed not really well. So my teammate worked really hard so we can come back at game 3. But I should play better, just like game 1 or game 4. Just like so yeah. I will try harder and because my goal is I want to win all the game, not only just go to Worlds. I want to be the first and go to Worlds.
Well, I think I'm happy about our game 3 just come back. I think obviously it always takes a mental, toll on you when you are 0-2 down. So I'm happy that we won the game 3. I actually felt like we could have had the momentum for game 4, but we ended up falling short. So I think I'm happy that we at least took one game away from them, but obviously overall sad that it went to a 1-3. I think we could have had a better showing overall.
Hey, how's it going, y'all? My question's for Bjergsen. Throughout the series, we've seen you guys all evolve in the way that you've played, but it always looks like TL provides a really difficult matchup for you guys, particularly after you guys won the best of ones earlier in the split. What is it about TL that makes the matchup difficult for a team such as yourselves?
I wouldn't say that TL is a particularly kind of stylistic difficult matchup for us. I think they're just a top team along with C9, and those are just the more difficult teams. Nothing really to do with style, but just to do with skill of the team, of the individual players, of their play as a team. So I think just TL and C9 are really tough opponents, and I expected us to beat every other opponent pretty handily, and I think that we did. And TL and C9, it was just going to come down to how well we play on that day, because they are respectable opponents, not easy to beat.
Let's go to Manny. You're next.
Hi, everyone. My question would be to Huni. I was wondering, you've obviously been in many teams. What are your thoughts? What are the next steps that this team needs to take to be able to make sure that you guys are one of the world's representatives for the LCS for the summer?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like, so we finished up with the third places, but, honestly, I think we got better a lot compared to, when we just started from the spring split, and I saw it up, still there's, through the progress, is there, everyone was just trying hard and keep the passionate and motivations at those things, and I think in the summer, we're going to have a, pretty good advantages from the spring split regular seasons for the record too, and honestly, it's kind of obviously it's kind of sad to lose, but I think in summer split, I think we're gonna have a pretty good faith that we're gonna be doing well. So I think just do same thing that what we did, just work hard as much as we can in the summer split, and I think we're gonna be pretty good. One of the, we can be easily just one of the representative for the NA, for the Warriors. That's how I feel.
Thank you. Let's go to Alan next.
Hey guys, question for Spica. So obviously coming into the series, a lot of TSM success was running through you, was running through a lot of the stars on this team, even Bjorkson at the helm. But this obviously didn't go the way you guys wanted to. What did you like? What are some key takeaways that you in the jungle matchup, obviously with Santorin out, but what were some of the things that you took away from this, things that you liked from your team, and moving on to summer?
Sorry, can you rephrase the question?
What were things that you liked out of this team or out of your team, even though it was a bad result? And how do you guys build on it for the summer?
I think what I like about this team is just like the atmosphere and just like our mentality in general. I think everyone works really hard. We're always striving to improve, and I think we're just like 5 new players, and we even have a new coaching staff going to spring. I think TL and C9, they have like multiple returning members. I think C9 had 3, and then TL also have 3. So I think that's like a really huge advantage in spring's play, where it's mostly just team synergy. I think it really showed that we are not really playing well together, in the beginners play, and then that got better as we play more. So I think going to summer, as we play with each other more, know each other's tendency, I think we'll perform much better.
Let's go to Tyler from Dot.
Hey guys, this is a question for Bjergsen. This is your first split as a coach, and I wanted to kind of get your perspective on how, like, some of the biggest learning lessons that you've had through this first split, and how you'd say your coaching has evolved from the beginning of the year to now.
Ooh. That's a good question. I think a lot of it is just really how to work with people, and I think I'm still learning a lot from that. I think when I was a player, I was very straightforward with my teammates, but I don't think I really talked to them or really helped them learn in a very skillful way. So that's what I'm really trying to improve as a coach, helping not just tell my players what to do, but help them actually learn it and help them understand it. And every person needs to be talked to differently, and that's something I'm going to continue to try to improve upon. But I really enjoyed my first split as a coach and working with all these players.
Okay, before we open the floor to repeats, does anybody else have questions? Andrew, you go ahead.
Sorry, my mic was muted. Give me 2 secs. My question is for Spica. So obviously in the jungle matchup that we've seen in the NALCS over the last couple of years, the big talking point has been Blabber versus Spica for, I guess, the new leading rookie jungle talent in North America. Now that Blabber's taken away his second MVP title, you find yourself knocked off here. Do you think that there is a chance that you can potentially bridge that gap in summer or in the future? And do you see Blabber as your biggest rival, I guess, in the jungle in the LCS because of it?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think, personally and just as a team perspective, we're going to get a lot better. I think I don't really usually think about like rivals. I think as a jungler, like the first thing that you really focus on isn't really the 1v1 matchup. It's just playing with your team, playing well with your team, and what your team or what your comp wants to accomplish. So that's not really ever on my mind, but I think he's definitely like the best jungler in NA right now. I think I'll definitely have a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, let's go back to Matt let's go to Hugo. It's your new.
Hi, thanks. My question is for Bjorn. We are still waiting this dominant TSM for quite some time now, and to ask more patience for the fans. It's not like an extra pressure for you for the next semester or even to reach Worlds. You almost got it, man, but you came short.
I don't really understood the question.
What do you say to your fans that they have been receiving like this same answer, like the next semester or the next tournament?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think a lot of people expected us to come in and be dominant this split. I think a lot of people rated us even lower than I would have thought, and we didn't perform as well as I thought we could. But I think it's nice to be an underdog. I think the eyes are going to be on C9 and TL, and I think in Summer Split we're going to show up and surprise them.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now let's go back to Matt from Stacked.
Hey again, y'all. So I'm interested in learning. This question is fielded for anybody on TSM who feels like they can answer this. You guys aren't playing on the live patch, and I imagine that's caused quite a few wrinkles in like how you prepare and how you practice. So what's it like to train patches behind when you get done practice and like you go on solo queue and you're a patch ahead or a couple patches ahead? And do you think the result today would have been different if you were playing on like the live patch instead of in the past, so to speak?
I mean, I think it definitely sucks. I think it definitely sucks for jungle because pretty much all the jungle champs are nerfed on the live server, and they have been for weeks now. I think we're 2 patches behind. But every team here is playing at the same disadvantage, so I don't think there's any validity to saying that we would win if we're playing on the new patch. It just sucks being behind. It sucks for the team that's going to go to MSI that will have played on the old patch while all the other teams are getting a lot of practice on, what is it, 11, 16? I think it's
17.
17?
Yeah, it's 17.
You're playing on 16 though, right?
Yeah.
You know the regions?
Yeah, it's 7.
Yeah, but it's just, it sucks, and I think it especially sucks for jungle because the jungle meta is fairly different on the new patch, and all the champions are nerfed on live. So practice is worse, but practice is worse for everyone, so it's an equal disadvantage.
Okay, and our final question is going to go to Nick Ray.
Hi, so this is a question for Bjergsen. Now, I know you commented on your improvement as a coach over the split, but this is the first time that you're kind of dealing with, in a leadership position as a coach, losing and being knocked out of playoffs. So how did you kind of rally the team together, and was that difficult for you? Do you think that there's something you could have done better?
Or during the series?
I'm sorry, after the loss.
Oh. I think there's only so much you can say after a loss. I mean, I've had many crushing defeats in my career. I've lost multiple finals. I've lost at international tournaments many times, and I don't think it really mattered what my coach said in that moment. Of course, I want to show that I'm here for all my guys, and I'm here to support them, but I don't think there's any magic words that I'm going to cook up today to make everyone feel better. The harsh reality is just that it sucks. Losing sucks. And the thing that's going to make everyone feel better is if we come into Summer Split and we start crushing.
All right, TSM, thank you so much for taking the time after the match to interview with us. We really appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you again in Summer Split.
Thank you.